What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mike Lupuma here, the Hulk Hogan of Hulk Hogan Collecting, and on today's episode of the Look Through series, we have the official program from the 1989 Royal Rumble, Every Man for Himself. This was the second official Royal Rumble, but the first one that was on pay-per-view. Look at this price of $250. My goodness, I love the Royal Rumble, especially this one. Let's take a look through it. All right, we open it up here. Let me pick up the camera to get you guys a better view. We got the match card inside. Again, this was Sunday, January 15th, 1989. We had the pose down with Rick Rude and the Ultimate Warrior, of course. Battle for the Crown, King Haku versus Harley Race, heel versus heel. And of course, the actual Royal Rumble. All right. We got Hercules up there, a little hacksaw Jim Duggan. And we're gonna have some articles here. Ring scene with King Harley Race, Bad News Brown, Hulk Hogan on the Brother Love show, but inside of the ring. That was probably on Superstars, and Hogan destroying Brother Love there. Put him in the handcuffs like his rival, the Big Boss Man, was doing to all of his opponents back then. All right, we got the Brain Busters and the Ultimate Warrior with that gorilla press. A little article for the WWF magazine. Subscribe, get 42% off. Get the Hitman Hart there. We got a little article here with Hulk Hogan, geared and fired up for the Royal Rumble. Hogan must pose there. A little ad for the WWF WrestleMania game for the Nintendo, and the board game, which was a VCR game, which I had both, and I still do. Not my childhood ones, but I went and rebought them. Demolition with their feud with the Powers of Pain. There they are, looking jacked. Tag team champions at the time, and they came out with Axe #1, Smash #2. Probably the greatest 1 and 2 punch in the Royal Rumble history. They were tag champs at the time. You never saw anything like that before, ever. And here we go into the Royal Rumble at the Summit in Houston. Again, the 1989 Royal Rumble, the first one on pay-per-view. And here we have a look at some of the participants. Hogan, Outlaw Ron Bass, Demolition, Bad News, Rugged Ronnie Garvin, Hakeem, love Hakeem, love the one-man gang. Big Boss Man, Andre. Man, I wish some of those guys would have had some interactions in there. Of course, you had the $1 Million Man buy his way to number 30. And then in the 1990 Royal Rumble start #1, very smart. You had the champion at the time, Macho Man. And of course, the eventual winner, Big John Studd. Going through everybody, their moves. Pretty cool. So it gives you a detailed look into the actual Royal Rumble here. And then we have the 6-man tag team match, which was the best out of 2 out of 3 falls. Duggan with the Hart Foundation versus the Fabulous Russos and Dino Bravo. That was the opening bout of the pay-per-view. I always love best 2 out of 3. I don't really do that much anymore. And we had the pose down. Rick Rude and the Ultimate Warrior setting up their match for WrestleMania 5. Rockin' Robin versus Judy Martin. Oh boy, they call that a popcorn match. Just kidding. And then, of course, the 2 heavyweights, King Haku, King Harley Race, Bobby the Brain Heenan in both guys' corners, cheering whenever one guy would make a move. So cool. Of course, Harley Race was on his way out, and King Haku would win it. And we got Jake the Snake here. His feud with the Heenan family, especially Andre the Giant, of course, leading up to their match at WrestleMania 5 with Big John Studd as the special guest referee. And can we ever have a magazine without a ad for the ice cream? This one was a double page ad. Look at the Hulkster on there. Look at those cards. Used to get the card inside. So friggin' cool. Man, I could taste them right now. Used to get them at the Garden when I went to the house shows. Madison Square Garden, that is. All right, we skipped the page there. We got the, I'm reading that, Brains. We got the Rockers. Looking to get some brains from Tito Santana. Brain Busters, I guess they were feuding with the Brain Busters. And of course, the $1 Million Man with Virgil flaunting his money. Everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man. And a little article for Nintendo Power, the monthly magazine. It looks like we got one more page. All right. And they're telling us to keep an eye on these guys. Greg the Hammer, Hacksaw Honky, and an article for Crush Orange Soda. Definitely don't make the cans looking like that anymore. And on the back cover, we have Spotlight Magazine, Hulk Hogan, which I will be doing in a couple of weeks. And that's it. I mean, it's a program, so it's nice and short. Not that many articles, like a regular monthly magazine. But again, this is the 1989 Royal Rumble, first one on pay-per-view. And this program is not easy to come by, I'll say that. So I appreciate you guys joining me for this look-through episode. And stay tuned for more. Peace.